Hey guys, so this is gonna be a review of Do You Believe? So it's a Christian music. It's a Christian film. So it's the typical Christian film where it depicts multiple characters, and basically they end up in different scenarios that either test their faith or they just don't have any faith at all, but their faith gets questioned. They start to question faith, if that makes any sense. Overall, it's an average film. I think the problem with this film is that there are a lot of characters, and the way they've kind of sort of directed it, there's not necessarily a main character, which sounds a little bit a little bit weird why you'd have one main character, but it doesn't have the flow like the God's Not Dead series. So it's the same, I believe it's the same writer or the same director that directed them films, but it doesn't have the same sort of flow. So it's so many characters. It's not like it's not hard to follow, but some characters it's kind of like, not like you could cut them out, or it just seems a lot, if that makes any sense. It seems a lot. It's quite a long movie as well. It's like 2 hours, probably because the amount of characters there is. So it would do is shorten it, probably shorten it by taking a few of the characters out. But yeah, it's all right. It's not a bad film, but as I said, I think the issue was there's too many characters, and and because of a lot of the characters is not kind of like directed very well. I don't know if I know anything about directing, because I don't, but it's not really not really structured that well, and it just bounces from each other, and it's not some are quite smoother than others, but some of them it's not as a smooth transition. I don't know if I'm making any sense to you whatsoever. There's a scene in there, not the very, very end, because there's an incident that happens near the end, which is a little bit far-fetched, I'm not gonna lie. I get why they've done it, so all the characters then end up together in this like major incident that happens, but there was one where this is gonna be a slight spoiler, but so I'm gonna count to 1, 3, 2, 1. So basically there's a massive car pile up. One car stops and sees all of it. Yeah, so there's no more cars bashing into cars. Are you telling me the car behind that bashes into them did not see this car was like stopped? I don't know. That bit was a little bit really, when the amount of cars just kept bashing into each other. I don't know. There was a little bit, that bit was a little bit far-fetched, but okay. Another thing as well is that I know plots like films, Christian film plots, I know you can easily read them. Oh, what's the word? I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. Predictable. They're kind of predictable, but this one's definitely predictable, because most of the things that I thought kind of happened. So it's a very predictable film. I've watched other kind of Christian films that, again, they can be quite predictable, but this is like straight up kind of like, there's nothing that I didn't really necessarily expect, if that makes any sense. Overall, it's an alright movie. If you don't know what else to watch, put this one on. As I said, it's not bad. If I was to rate it out of 5, I have to give it a 3 out of 5. It's average, but I mean, you may enjoy it. I'd say it's a little bit long. There's a lot of characters. There's moments that kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say the word dragged, but sort of uninterested kind of thing. I think it would have been better if it's shorter and it wasn't so many characters, but if there's so many characters, if there wasn't so many characters, it probably made the movie shorter anyway. But yeah, that's it for this review, so bye guys.